Hello, welcome back. We are in our read through of the 1800s King James Pictorial Bible. We are in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17. Please grab a Bible, set your eyes on scripture, read along with me so you're not just passively listening, and let's dive into the next part of Moses' sermon to his people before they go into the promised land. Deuteronomy chapter 17. Thou shalt not sacrifice unto the Lord thy God any bullock or sheep wherein is blemish or any evil favoredness, but that is an abomination unto the Lord thy God. If there be found among you within any of thy gates which the Lord thy God hath given thee, man or woman that hath wrought wickedness in the sight of the Lord thy God, is in transgressing his covenant, and hath gone and served other gods, and worshipped them, either the sun or moon, or any of the host of heaven, which I have not commanded, and it be told thee, and thou hast heard of it, and inquired diligently, and behold, it be true, and the thing certain, that such abomination is wrought in Israel, then shalt thou bring forth that man or woman which have committed the wicked thing unto thy gates, even that man or that woman, and shalt stone them with stones till they die. At the mouth of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses shall he that is worthy of death be put to death, but at the mouth of 1 witness he shall not be put to death. The hands of the witnesses shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterward the hands of all the people. So thou shalt put the evil away from among you. If there arise a matter too hard for thee in judgment, between blood and blood, between plea and plea, between stroke and stroke, being matters of controversy within thy gates, then shalt thou arise, and get thee up into the place which the Lord thy God shall choose, and thou shalt come unto the priests, the Levites, and unto the judge that shall be in those days, and inquire, and they shall shew thee the sentence of judgment, and thou shalt do according to the sentence which they of that place which the Lord thy God shall choose shew thee, and thou shalt observe to do according to all that they inform thee, according to the sentence of the law which they shall teach thee, and according to the judgment which they shall tell thee, thou shalt do. Thou shalt not decline from the sentence which they shall shew thee to the right hand nor to the left. And the man that will do presumptuously, and will not hearken unto the priest that standeth to minister before the Lord thy God, or unto the judge, even that man shall die, and thou shalt put away the evil from Israel, and all the people shall hear and fear, and do no more presumptuously. When thou art come unto the land which the Lord thy God hath given thee, and shall possess it, and shall dwell therein, and shalt say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. But he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt, to the end that he should multiply horses. For as much the Lord hath said unto you, ye shall henceforth return no more that way. Neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away. Neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold. And it shall be, when he sitteth upon the throne of his kingdom, that he shall write him a copy of his law in a book, out of that which is before the priests the Levites, and it shall be with him, and he shall read therein all the days of his life, that he may learn to fear the Lord his God, and to keep all the words of this law and these statutes to do them, that his heart not be lifted up above his brethren, and that he turn not aside from the commandment to the right hand or to the left, to the end that he may prolong his days in the kingdom, he and his children in the midst of Israel. This is a truly fascinating chapter, for a lot of reasons, but for me personally, it's incredibly poignant, because I am, as I have mentioned previously, also reading a chronological read-through of the Bible simultaneously that is going to actually get me through the entire Bible in a year. Spoiler alert, at the pace I'm going, we're not making it through the Bible in a year, but I am going to make it through the Bible in a year. And where I'm at currently, I have entered the era of the kings, and there's a lot of bad kings, but this chapter is incredibly resonant for me right now, because I'm seeing echoes of errors made and things that Moses was trying to warn them about. Moses was trying to give them a leg up on this. And also, I even see places where people twist the law to sin. So most recently, I was in Kings and Chronicles and reading about Ahab and Jezebel, and Ahab wants a vineyard, and the guy who owns the vineyard won't sell it to him, and Ahab gets mad and he tells his wife, and his wife conspires to have this man killed by calling for an assembly for everyone to worship God, inviting that guy, and then sending two guys to accuse this innocent man of blaspheming God. And then because there's two witnesses against him, he is taken out and stoned. They're liars. They're both of them liars that she has sent to do this horrendous thing. But it's a manipulation of the law that's supposed to be a protection. So that if somebody just has like a vendetta against you, if somebody just doesn't like you, they can't just falsely accuse you and that's enough. You need multiple witnesses. That should be a good thing. And yet, you see evil people later on in the story twisting it and turning it into something bad. And then, even more incredible to me is how Moses knew this is a difficult people, and they are going to look around them and they are going to want a king. It is not going to be enough for them to just keep following God and letting God be the head of the government. They're going to ask for a king. I know they will. They haven't yet, but they will when they get in that land. He doesn't really pass a judgment on that. He doesn't say, you idiots are going to ask for a king. He just says, I know you're going to ask for a king. And when you do, let God pick him. God does pick him. God selects Saul, and then God selects David when Saul fails. And, but then there's instruction for a king, a future king, about how he is to rule. And he says very specific things. Don't multiply horses. Don't store up a bunch of treasure. Don't go back to Egypt. Don't take a bunch of wives. Guess what all of the kings do? They do all of these things. They fail immediately. Like, first thing, second thing, third thing, fourth thing, everything. Like, they do all of this. All of them take multiple wives. All of them try to increase their armies and do treaties and do all kinds of stuff. They just, right here, Moses was like, hey. And also then he says, whoever's on the throne needs to write their own copy of the law that I'm giving and read it every day so that they remember this stuff. I'm going to bet you that they didn't do that because they sure didn't observe that section that was a specific call out to them. But anyway, yeah, very poignant chapter if you are familiar with the Bible and you know what's to come. If this is your first time, spoiler alert, they're going to get kings, and then those kings are not going to do those things. And it's sad. But we're human, we're broken, we're fallen, and that's just how it is. But the Bible is a beautiful meta-narrative of God's love for us and his redemption for us. So, anyway, Lord willing, we'll be back tomorrow to read chapter 18. But in the meantime, I pray that the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you, and give you peace. God bless.